Hi, this is Carl with Small Biz Thoughts, and this is another SOP video for managed service providers. Today we're going to talk about choosing pay dates and cash flow, and these things are intimately connected to one another. The biggest decision you have to make about pay dates is how frequently you're going to pay someone. If you think about it, payroll is the single biggest expense in your company, so it has an immediate effect and a very powerful effect on cash flow. Let's take a look at how often you pay someone. So if you think about a $50,000 salary, if you were to pay once a month, then you'd pay out about a little less than $4,200 a month. If you pay out every 2 weeks, now you've got 26 payments in a year, that'll be about $1,923. There's a huge difference between every 2 weeks and twice a month. Twice a month means that you only have 24 payments, and therefore it'll be a little over $2,000 a month. Now the difference between those two is not very dramatic, but remember that if you're only paying every 2 weeks, twice a year you're going to have an extra pay period. For example, in 2016, in March and August, if you paid on Fridays, you would have a third pay period during that month. So if you've only got one employee and you have to come up with an extra $2,000, that's a lot of money. But if you have 10 employees and you got to come up with $20,000, that's a lot more money. So it's really important to pick the number of times you want to pay someone. Weekly is not bad. So if you pay weekly, that's cool. That's the easiest on cash flow, but it has the biggest hassle factor because you have to actually process payroll 52 times a year. So let's just say that you want to be somewhere in the middle, then the choices are twice a month or every 2 weeks. And if it's between those two, I would always recommend that you pay twice a month. Now, what day do you pay? There are two main considerations on what day you pay your employees. The first one is about being nice to the employees themselves. They're going to want to have enough money to pay their rent at the first of the month. So if they get a paycheck on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, it might be a little bit tight for them to pay on time. Usually rent is due somewhere between the 1st and the 5th. So if they don't get paid till the 5th, that could be a problem. So ideally, it'd be nice to pay the last few days of the month so that they're guaranteed to have that money on the 1st. A second consideration is when you get your money. So let's look at a calendar and talk about when you would get your money depending on what day of the month you ding credit cards. Let's assume that you ding credit cards for all of your recurring revenue on the 1st of the month. So let's say it takes 2 or maybe 3 business days for it to settle into your bank. Well, if Monday is the 1st, that means you're certain to have the money by the 3rd, 4th, 5th day of the month. If the 1st is a Friday, then you have Saturday and Sunday are not bank days. So Tuesday or Wednesday, now you're talking about not getting your money guaranteed in your bank until maybe the 5th of the month. Then if you have a Monday holiday, well, if you get paid on Friday and you don't get to get your money until Wednesday or Thursday, now you're talking about the 6th or 7th of the month. So as you can see, you want to be guaranteed that your money is in the bank so that you can pay your employees. Now, depending on your payroll service, you may pay less if you have them take the money out of your bank a couple of days before payday. What we've settled on are the 10th and the 25th. These are great paydays for us because we're guaranteed to have the money in the bank by the 10th. There's no way that dinging credit cards on the 1st is not going to settle into my bank account by the 6th or 7th, and then I've got a few days to get it to the payroll company so that they can pay employees on the 10th. I'm never at a cash flow problem in that situation. On the 25th, my employees get their money a few days before the end of the month. They have no excuses, at least as far as you're concerned, for not paying their rent. Just a little practical advice, and I hope it helps you make good decisions about choosing paydays. I wish you all the best in your managed service business. This is Carl Palachuk from Small Biz Thoughts.